Yeah, hello and welcome to my today's quick and dirty unboxing, hands-on review, whatever, of the Edelkrone FocusOne PRO full focus system. As always, a few points first before I go on. Point one is, as always, my English isn't perfect, so don't nail me down on that. Point two is that this video, hands-on unboxing, whatever, is about the newest Pro revision of the FocusOne full focus system. So if you want to order the FocusOne now, or if you order the FocusOne now, you will get this actual revision. And last but not least, point three I want to mention is that this is only a short view because, yeah, I don't have the time to shoot longer, and I don't know how long this particular unit will stay here, so I have to shoot this video now. I hope, yeah, you enjoy it, and that it's that I can show you enough of the full focus system, so you can decide, or so you know the pros and cons of this particular unit. But let's begin with the unboxing. As you can see, it's also boxed within this nice white Edelkrone boxings, and as said often before within my other videos, I love these boxes because it's not this standard brown, and it's very nice and stable, so there's absolutely no risk that your equipment gets damaged while shipment. And I have to say, yeah, it's also very nice because there is also foam inside, really precision cut foam, and so there's no play, and it's very dampened, and so yeah, point one, the big pro is that the boxes are very nice and stiff, and the shipment is also very safe. And yeah, again, the shipment time is extremely low, only 1 day from Turkey to Europe, or to be precise, from Turkey to Austria. Again, very nice shipment time. As said, foam inside, so very stable and dampened, a very stable and dampened box for the shipment. Here we have the lens gear. With this unit there was one included, or let's say I ordered only one because I have other lens gears already here. I will show you this later, and yeah, okay, I can show you also this now. As you can see here, they are very flexible, they are very small, and it's even possible to let them on your lenses, like this Nikkor I showed also within my last videos, because there is not such a bulky focus gear ring attached, and so it's also very nice if you want to focus manually and leave it on your lens. And the con of this one, the only con I know about, because it's also fine adjustable, which is also very nice. The only con is that you have to cut it in shape. So if you cut it once, for example, to this diameter, you can only use it on other lenses with the same diameter. And yeah, that's the only con I know about. Because they are also quite cheap, or let's say Edelkrone is selling them also quite cheap sometimes, and yeah, very nice lens gear, I have to say. And also, for example, compared to the Lenport, for example, I also have here, but this is the older, not adjustable unit, but as you can see, it's much bigger. It's reusable, but yeah, you also have to cut it a little bit, because otherwise this is always yeah, it's not useful in this shape. You have to cut it also, and yeah, it's also not that cheap, so I like this one more, I have to say. And I used it on my 1445 Panasonic I've mounted, actually, the Edelkrone lens gear. So it's also compatible to focus by wire lenses, and yeah, I mount one on each of my lenses, and so it's also very nice because you can use it, as said, manually, still manually. There's also this link to the manual page of Edelkrone included, not that important. But let's have a look at the full focus system. As told, the foam is cut into shape exactly. There's absolutely no risk for a shipment damage. And yeah, let's get it out. And yeah, here we have it. First, you can see, or let's get to the unit directly. First, you can see that it only uses one rod, which is maybe sometimes not the best way, especially because maybe yeah, the grip isn't the best, for example, on your rods, or there is some oil under your rods, and so yeah, I have to say it's easier to mount it. It's easier to disable and enable it, for example. It's also very easy to adjust it to the front, to the back, if you're changing lenses, which is very nice because you're faster. But don't forget that yeah, you only use one rod. So this is a little bit of a con, because the stability is sometimes a problem, I have to say. Especially if you, for example, leave your hand on and yeah, there's a little bit of a force downwards. It's maybe you maybe get a problem that it slips a little bit, but it's only little con. I want to mention here also that there is an adapter available for with 19mm rods. I think the bigger ones are 19mm. So you get a small piece you can mount on this 15mm hole, and then you have a 19mm adapter hole a little bit further away from the main part. But this is one of the few follow focus systems yeah, which is really compatible to 19mm rods, which is quite nice. Yeah, also a very nice point is this focus plate, because point one is that this focus plate is facing to your side. So the most people I know of are pulling their own focus, and so it's very nice because you always see on the plate where you are. And here, with this system, the special point of this system, the second special point is that you don't have to use a marker pen. You can set it to a point you want to use, and then look, for example, I have a focus point here, and yeah, there's no problem to remember different focus points, and you can adjust the plate, for example, to the second one, and you know the first is here and the third is here, or you can position it here, and you know, for example, my last points were here, and yeah, it's very nice. It's also very nice because damn it, it's also very nice because you can mark here also different points on this plate here, because it's the same material like the standard focus plates where you can mark with your removable marker. So don't use a not removable one. But as said, for example, you can use then, for example, this point here as your main point, and you have, for example, here a marking, and you use the original one, and you know, for example, then here is my first marking. Then I've painted my second one and my third one, and so it's also possible to use it with additional points, and it's also easier maybe because you can mark here, for example, with a colored point or so you can buy somewhere, and then you could use, for example, this point always as your main point, and yeah, then you don't even have to remember where your focus was or will be. Because here is also a little con, or a very small con, because this scale isn't numbered, so it's maybe not that good if you have to remember many different focus points. I think it's better to mark here and use one point here as your reference point. But as said, it's very nice if you want to pull the focus by yourself, because the nice point is, as said, you don't have to use, you don't need a marker pen, it's facing to your side, and yeah, so a very nice feature. And here we have the first Pro compared to the older revision, which was also the problem with the Focus Plus system with the first revision. The focus plate is now 2mm or 3mm away from the metal. With the first revisions, there was no distance between the metal and the focus plate. I call it focus plate now. And so you sometimes heard a scratching noise between the plate and the metal, and that was quite annoying, I have to say. So this is also better with this new addition. Yeah, let's get to the additional features. As you can see here, okay, now you can adjust it as you like. You can adjust it to the top, to the bottom, to the side, you can adjust it to the angle you need. So it's also very compatible it's compatible to different lens diameters, and it's also very easy to adjust this angle here, as you can see. The second point is that if you have the angle for your lens diameter, you can adjust with this knob here. I hope you can see it. Or I show it from the back. With this knob here, you can also adjust. For example, you have the angle for your lens. You also can adjust. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. I made a mistake. If you want to adjust the knob, I thought that this is for a knob now. If you want to adjust the knob, you always have to use this screw here. Sorry. But it's also possible, and here we have the next feature, to enable and disable this small reverse gear feature here, which is very nice, as you saw already. You can adjust it as you like. You can also use this to have more distance to your lens, for example, which is also quite nice, because sometimes you maybe need more space between the lens and this part here. And the reverse gear feature is a very nice feature, because you can use, or for example, you have different lenses. One focuses in this direction, one to the other. And with this gear feature, you can focus always in the same direction. And this is really nice, because you don't have to think, oh, what lens I have mounted, or which lens is mounted, and how to is the focus pulling, in which direction I have to pull the focus. And yeah, this is the next nice feature about this follow focus. And it's a very unique feature. Also a very unique feature like the focus plate here. And it's also very easy to disable it or enable it to the top or to the bottom, so where you have space for it. And yeah, so an additional nice feature. Yeah, let's get to the most important part, or one of the most important parts, the focus knob. As you can see here, to the first edition, it changed really. The change is very big compared to the first edition, because first there was this Edelkrone logo, which turned always into the right direction, which is nice to see, but it has no function, or it's not needed, and yeah, it's more annoying that it's helping, or yeah, because this also you heard sometimes a few noises, and it was wobbling a little bit, and so this one don't has this logo anymore, but it's now complete made out of metal, and it has an accessories port, and so you can mount, for example, such a speed crank or a whip. Yeah, I hope you know how a whip looks like. But wait. Okay, such a whip, for example, and so it's all, which is from Blendpot, by the way. So you can use accessories for remote control, for much faster focusing. And so yeah, I think this new edition with the accessories port is much better, especially because there's no sign wobbling around, and you have the option, at least the option, to mount accessories. Yeah, but let's get to the second con. The first was that that is only using one rod, which is sometimes or often a problem, because you're losing grip. The second problem is, and I only heard about it or read about it because someone bought this one with a matte box, he wanted to use with a quite short lens. The problem with this follow focus is sometimes that if you're positioning it to the side of the lens, for example this one, there's not much space between the lens and the follow focus system. So if you want to use sun hoods or matte boxes, maybe also small matte boxes with screw-on type matte boxes, for example, which you want to screw on your lens directly, you maybe have the problem that there's not enough space between this sun hood, matte box, whatever, and this part here. So the adjustable follow focus part here, and so it's maybe not compatible to a matte box you want to use, a matte box you already have and want to use with quite short lenses. But as said before, you have at least the option, and it's maybe enough more distance to enable, for example, this reverse gear here, and so you have at least a little bit more space compared to the original one. Yeah, I only want to mention it because and I read about it, and I know of the problem someone had with this follow focus and a matte box he wanted to use. And so yeah, this is the second problem, which is a physical one, but okay, if you know about it and if you don't want to use such matte boxes or so with shorter lenses, it's not that of a problem. Let's get to the play or backlash problems some follow focus systems have, and I'm now placing this finger here to lock both gears here, and as you can see, there is absolutely no play. And this is very nice because even the Focus Plus system, the Focus Plus or how it's called, with the belt system inside the follow focus system has a little bit of play. And the also additional feature is that this plate is always directly connected to the lens gear. And so there is no backlash between this plate and the lens gear. And so this plate is always 100% correct positioned. And so you don't have a backlash within the system, because sometimes, for example, I know that, or I told already within my other videos, that this one is also absolutely play free. This is the Lamport FF1, by the way. But some follow focus systems have this play between this knob and the gear. Not this one, not the FF1, but there are cheaper ones available. And so if you have your marking here and you try to mark it very precise, which is sometimes quite hard, you always have, for example, this 1 millimeter play, for example, plus the play you get because you can't mark it that precise, which is so here it's even possible to mark it much more precise if you're using the scale. And so it's quite annoying because you always have this standard offset within your focusing. And so this is the point I like about this, is that it's extremely precise and you can use it extremely the usage is very precise, and yeah, it's very nice. So as told, absolutely no play, and this is maybe important for the most people out there, because this is the difference you pay for. And another point is also that the knob is completely out of metal. The gears, this is important, the gears are completely out of metal. The only plastic or PET or what is this, is the focus plate, and that's it. Another pro is that it's if you compare it to the Focus Plus, for example, or if you want to decide between this one and the Focus Plus, that this is much lighter, because it's much more compact. It's also very nice if you want to have a very compact follow focus system. And so it's it's not that lightweight compared to the to the LAN port, for example, the FF1, they have nearly the same weight. Yeah, but this one you can adjust much nicer, because, for example, you can adjust it this way to get it. Okay, represent just a little bit. To get it, for example, somewhere in your bag at the side or so. And so this one is also much more, a little bit more compact. It's even possible to adjust this one here, for example. And so it's adjustable to a very compact size. And so it's maybe very nice for guys out there who are shooting on the go, documentaries and so on. Yeah. So how does it do it compare, for example, to the LAN port? Because I have it lying here, I can tell you. The LAN port here is dampened. It's very dampened. So it's so for example, such a dampened follow focus is better if you are using lens-by-wire lenses, like the Panasonic lenses, which don't need much force to turn, because then you have a brake function because of the dampening, and you can focus more precise. But for example, the Edelkrone is very nice because there's absolutely no, you don't need much force to turn it, as you can see. And it's also very precise, although you can turn it very easy. And so if you have, for example, dampened lenses with a dampened focusing ring, or the focusing ring isn't turning that easily, this follow focus is maybe the better choice, because yeah, if the lens is already dampened, and I had this problem once with the older Nikon lens with a very stiff follow focus ring, for example, and here it was very hard to turn and to focus, and you don't even feel when you're at the end, because you need to use that much force to turn the lens, and this was the case, and I didn't recognize that I'm at the end of the lens for a few seconds, and which was quite annoying. So yeah, I hope, or let's say I think it's enough, because I'm already at 22 minutes, although I said this video is a little bit shorter. I'm sorry that I can't show you any scenes of the mounted follow focus systems, both actually. Because I don't have the time actually, and I hope I told you everything, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask, because I also compared it by myself to the LAN port, to the Focus Plus system, which is actually down here, so I can show you. Okay, so if you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you like. There will come many additional videos, especially of LED lights. It's planned that I make a few videos about LED lights, and also about displays or external monitors, and let's call it that way. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, as said, and bye. Thanks for watching.